The Spoon and the Path, a lesson in focus. Long ago, in a secluded temple deep in the mountains of China, a group of monks dedicated their lives to spiritual enlightenment. Among them was a young monk who found himself increasingly disturbed by the negativity and distractions around him. One day, unable to bear it any longer, he approached his wise master with a troubled heart. "Master," he began, his voice heavy with frustration, "this temple, once a sanctuary of peace, now feels filled with conflict, gossip, and politics. I fear these distractions are pulling me away from my spiritual path. I wish to leave and find a quieter place where I can focus on my journey." The master, a man of deep wisdom and patience, listened carefully. After a moment of silence, he nodded and spoke with a gentle smile. "I understand your concerns, my child, but before you make your decision, I have a small task for you." He handed the young monk a spoon filled with water and gave him a simple instruction. "Walk through the entire monastery without spilling a single drop." Eager to prove himself and hoping to speed up his departure, the young monk accepted the challenge with determination. "I will do as you ask, Master," he said confidently. With careful steps, he moved through the bustling corridors of the monastery, gripping the spoon tightly. Despite the chatter, the occasional conflict, and the murmurs of gossip around him, his entire focus remained on the water. Step by step, moment by moment, he remained steady. Hours later, he returned to the master, pride shining in his eyes. "Master, I have completed the task. Not a single drop was spilled." The master smiled knowingly and asked, "Tell me, my child, as you walked through the monastery, did you hear the gossip, the arguments, or the negativity you spoke of earlier?" The young monk hesitated, then admitted, "No, Master. My mind was completely focused on the water. I paid no attention to anything else." The master's smile deepened. "And that," he said, "is the lesson." He continued, "Negativity, distractions, and noise will always exist, no matter where you go. But when you keep your focus on your purpose, you become immune to them. The secret to peace is not in running away, but in mastering your attention." The master's words carried a timeless truth. Negativity is like the wind. It will always be present, but it only disturbs you when you allow it to. Fix your gaze on your path, nurture your inner strength, and you will find peace even in the midst of chaos. True happiness comes from within, not from escaping the world, but from learning to rise above it. The young monk bowed deeply, understanding the wisdom in his master's words. From that day on, he no longer sought to escape, but instead embraced his journey with renewed focus and clarity.